Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video we're going to be checking out the brand new Demon Kimara boss battle that's just arrived on Global. So this handsome fella right here has 3 levels of difficulty. Now for Hell, the suggested CC requirement is only 120,000, so it really doesn't seem that high, and I've done like a little practice run before recording today's video, and in comparison to most final bosses, he seems much easier at first glance. Now whenever you kill this guy, you're going to get a chest, and that chest is going to give you fragments. So you got like 3 different tiers of fragment. You've got the green, which are the most common, the red, which are a little bit more rare, and the purple ones, which are really rare. However, these ones you trade in for the best rewards in terms of the exchange shop. So what happens as well is you can also trade up the lower tier fragments for higher tier fragments as well. So 15 of the green can form 1 of the purple, and yeah, there's some really good stuff in the purple store, man. There's like a part 2 SSR ticket for 15 of these, man. So that could give you, like, you know, Escanor, Blue D Meliodas, Red King. So very, very nice there as well. And also the more points you get from beating this guy as well, allows you to go up in terms of this gauge, and at the top you have 3 SSR pendants. You also have a 1,200 points as well, a part 1 SSR ticket, so that's kind of like a nice little bonus on top of the exchange shop. However, we're going to go in initially with one of my best teams, one of my whale teams, and then we'll go with some slightly more budget options as well, to see if they do work against this guy. But you can only fight him like 3 times per day, so make sure you're pushing for the the highest possible difficulty that you can muster there. So yeah, just something to keep in mind, that there is a daily entry limit of 3, and it is a single player demon raid, so you're not with anybody else. And on the Hell version, he's going to have 2 phases. Now one thing as well that I noticed that I think is very important when it comes to formulating your strategy is that he has this very nasty node which increases his basic stats by 10% for each buff active on your team. So if you bring in somebody like Arthur, for example, you're going to give him like crazy stats. So yeah, just be aware of this one, because literally if you go for like Arthur, you gold buff everybody, you're literally going to double all of his stats, so do keep that in mind there. However, one thing I noticed as well is you can apply debuffs to him. So the first turn, I think we're going to go for Corrosion. Let's go for the Secret Technique card on Mikasa as well, fire off the bleed, and also go for, I think we just go for Erin's Swipe here as well, because you can put some I'm not using like any food here, but I think the lifesteal food certainly wouldn't be too bad for a lot of the characters here, just to keep you topped up, because the damage, there is a little bit of damage, but again, it doesn't seem anywhere near as much as what you deal with if you're fighting the Hell difficulty of a final boss. So a lot of this damage could probably easily be covered with lifesteal food, or in this case Lilia's heal. So yeah, next turn, if we just go for, the Blue D Melee cards. And then, is that going to be enough to get him down? He's only got about 300,000 in the first phase. So yeah, I think if we go for maybe 2 Lilia drains as well. You can also drain his ult gauge, so that works out quite nicely. I think we'll just fire off double Pierce card, a couple of Lilia drains, and see where that gets us. I think he's going to be close to dead. The Mikasa bleed actually might kill him at the start of next turn. This is a really good thing about Mikasa in this fight, is when everybody else is taking damage, you're just ramping up her unique ability. So yeah, when it comes to that second phase, man, like, she's got, 3 stacks there, I would assume. So she's probably got about 6 stacks in that passive now. Let's just double check on Mikasa, but I think she's going to be insane for this fight. Yes, 7. So her passive is going crazy at this point. I think if we just go for the, Secret Technique card here, that'll probably get him down. There shouldn't be anything else. Literally, he's got no health remaining in this first one. So yeah, that should be good. I think if we go for a heal as well, and then I don't want to assume a buff yet. I really want to use that buff to... merge and gain additional ult gauge, but at this point we are ult locked as well. I think I'm just going to fire off this corrosion card. We'll just waste this one. But yeah, so we're getting into the second phase. As you can see, there really wasn't too much threat in that first phase at all. Nothing to worry about. And again, with all the damage cards that you do have, if you are having trouble surviving, you can bring in a second character that heals. Maybe one of the Elizabeths, maybe the red Elizabeth, maybe the blue version of King. You know, there are plenty of options to go for. So it's still alt locked as well, but that's one of the missions, is you don't want to use more than 4 alt moves. But yeah, going into the second phase, he's got about just over 360,000 hit points. So I think here, if we just go for the upgraded corrosion, and then I think just chuck off the damage cards as well. Should be good. There's no point like merging anything because we can't gain any alt gauge at the moment anyway. He also does have an ability to D-rank in this phase, and if he D-ranks and it's silver, it is going to drain as well. So just keep that in mind. Don't let him D-rank any of your cards. Oh, okay, that's pretty damn good. I think Mika's ult should really finish the job here. Yeah, if we can just use like 2 Mikasa cards, man, we should be good. And you can also, again, ult drain him if he does get a little bit too close to that ult. So Lily are really, really good for this. I think we're just going to chuck off... I'll save the drain just in case we need it here. But if you're having trouble surviving in this fight, I think a lifesteal food is probably like the best way to go. If we had a lifesteal food on that Eren man, yeah, it'd be fine. I reckon Mikasa could probably... Actually, she couldn't get the full solo because she wouldn't be able to build up her stacks unless she has other people with her. But, like, as long as you bring in Mikasa with a team of, like, 3 other people, man. I know a lot of people didn't summon on the AOT banner. But I think, yeah, she's just going to be crazy for this fight. Just because she's going to be literally unkillable once she gets those 10 stacks, man. Just going absolutely crazy. So, yeah, if you do get to his ult in this final phase, you can drain his ultimate. The damage, yeah, might be a little bit scary. It also disables buff and debuff skills. But, again, to keep him under control if you want to, drain is really, really good there. But a single ultimate, I would imagine, is going to hit this man quite hard, especially now that we've got all of our passive stacks built up. So let's have a little bit of a look. That angle just flying in there, yeah, like almost 300k damage. So that was pretty crazy. But again, that's a team that I would imagine a lot of people aren't going to be able to put together, but you can see via the clear rewards and also mission bonuses, we managed to get a total of 75 points there. So the only one we failed was clear without anybody dying. So for a bit more safety, if we'd used lifesteal food there, man, just would have been an easy 4 points. But even doing like 1 additional mission, man, I think you're going to be pretty good. But anyway, let's switch over to a bit more of a budget team and give it another try. Alright, so we just put together like a super free-to-play friendly budget team. We got like Story King, Diane, Meliodas, and also free-to-play SR Eren, which I assume everybody has. Just because, yeah, everybody's going to have SR Eren if they're playing at this point. Just got him from the login there. So I'm curious to see how this team is going to perform. We need to be a bit careful about using Eren's buffs. But aside from that, we are using lifesteal food, so we've got a great way to keep everybody topped up outside of King's healing abilities. He can be, I think, either attack or debuff disabled, so if you do want to, reduce the damage a little bit, not that it's like really much of a massive problem, that also is potentially possible as well. I think we go for these 3 cards to start us off here. And yeah, I just wanted to try this team just to see if there are kind of any problems you run into. Because this fight, it does seem like quite easy and quite straightforward. But maybe we're about to get a bit of a rude awakening. Okay, so I think he's going to use the slap where he just smacks everybody. So I think if we go for full counter here, and then... I don't have any debuffs I can place on him. Really not great synergy. Mikasa will work well with this Meliodas, but I think for now, let's chuck off this King card. Let's also just go for this as well. I need like an upgraded, Diane card with attack disable in order to get that weak point damage. Well, let's have a bit of a look here. Right, we got Meliodas' ult. Full counter, going to smack. Hopefully Melee gets nuked again. That full counter just puts in some solid work. We got King's Heal as well. I think we might use that. What are the chances we kill here? I think they're quite... They're not bad. Alright, let's go for... Cleanse and Heal. Let's go for Melee's Ultimate. And then I think... I'm just going to fire off... this and go for a counter again just to maximize draw. Might not get him down, but also I want to see if I don't know actually. Melee's ult can hit quite hard, and there's a really good chance it crits as well because it's got like a double crit increase there. Let's see what happens. Oh, we didn't get the crit unfortunately, but if you did get lucky with the crit, yeah, easy push on that phase there. Okay, not too bad. So we're moving into the next phase. We do have the ability to rush like Titan Eren's ult, just regular Eren, SR Eren. I think we might go for that. I don't think we want to use his buffs though, unless we are going to chuck off the ult. Yeah, I don't know if there's even much of a benefit. He doesn't seem like that great for this fight, just due to the what is it, passive in play. We go for Diane's Melee combo. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. Seems pretty nice. And then we get Diane's ult as well, so that's going to hit pretty hard. Right, nice. Yeah, Melee's hitting a lot harder now. I forgot to put in a Griamore for the, what's it, the attack link there. Okay, we got another heal on King, so that's all good. We don't have any drain though, so I think we're going to find out this run probably. Actually, if I move this around... We go for both ults next turn, we should be good. Yeah, it's perfect. As long as you got some half decent gear, man, even with like a super, this is like ultra budget team right here. It's got more than enough overkill. Oh, okay, that hurts, man, that hurts. So yeah, you probably want to line it up going into this phase. Okay, I think we use King's ult here, but then I don't think we want to use the buffs on Eren because that will give him like 40% more stats. So I think it's better to just nuke in. But yeah, that should be plenty of overkill there. King's ult, going to get him down a fair bit. But this Eren, just for his ult damage, you know, he's not bad for this fight, but he's certainly not the best either. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a couple of different ways that you could potentially approach that fight. But in all fairness, man, I think in terms of like bosses and challenges, this is probably one of the easiest ones that we've had to do on hell difficulty. So yeah, let me know your teams and also your thoughts on this boss in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy today's video guide and first look at Demon Kimara, please do smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.